Yes, yes. What else can I create? I can create. This is the real Aries wizardry that you don't get to see. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. Having a little fun with dry ice. You get dry ice, what do? I don't know, we have some fun. That's gonna disturb me sitting next to me bubbling. Hopefully you guys can't really hear it too much, but it's fun. Who knows? You guys say I'm a wizard. I played with it. Jeez. So, welcome to another edition of TNFNU. Thoughts and feelings and updates. So, I have something I want to talk to you guys about, but before I do, please subscribe to the channel. I'm about 1,200 subscribers in, and it hasn't really moved a whole lot, and I'm trying to grow the channel. So please subscribe. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, thank you very much for coming back. Also, before I get started, guys, this is kind of part of the updates, but what do you think? I like it. I like the white. And thank you for those of you who have already purchased a shirt. Very helpful. All the proceeds to that is going to go right back to the channel and saving up for some really cool equipment that I'm hoping to get soon, but I don't know. I still have to save up and I still have to do it right. Also, so the white version and the black version are available on my Etsy. Link is in the description, but dropping very soon. Very, very, very soon. You guys, I got a new one coming out. I've been waiting for it. So you got the AriesEDC logo on the front, but on the back, you guessed it, boom, yeah, the rock hopper is alive. So on the back is the nice rock hopper logo, and on the front is the AriesEDC logo. So very, very soon, those are going to be dropping on the Etsy store in several different colors for you to choose from. So thank you very much for all of you who have done that. So what I want to talk to you guys about is something that came up recently in just a comment that somebody had made. And thank you for everybody who does make comments, because when you do comments, I really read the comments and I go through everybody's comments and I really try to reply to everyone, whether it's just saying thanks or giving a little quick back to you, and but thank you everybody for making your comments. I try to go in and I try to reply to every single one, unless you've just put like fire emojis in there, and then I'll like it. But if you make a comment, I try to comment back. And I very much appreciate all of you guys who make the same comments, or leave a comment. It's very helpful. And one of the comments kind of was, I don't know how you're keeping up with it, or and I think it was about the CAD and creating a production model, etc., which I've been hard at work doing. I should probably share with you guys this. No, not that one. I've been, hard designing and doing the two different designs. So I have the CAD designs that are strictly for making the blanks, so I could do a steel blank where I could turn that design, and I have a good friend of mine and great community member who can take that, create a CAD file for it, so I can get blanks made of that blade. But then recently I shared on that video that I'm trying to do kind of three-dimensional designs, or at least get him down on paper, because the goal for me and the channel is to start getting some of my designs, like the bloom, into a production and being able to create a production version of that blade. and production companies want to see some kind of sketch or drawing or design, and I'm trying to work on getting those done. This is not final, but you know, something like the crow, trying to get the crow on what that would look like as a production blade. And I threw up on my community page the vote. So if you haven't checked it out, you got to go vote. Which model would you rather see, the Bloom or the Crow as a production model? Someone mentioned to me that they really think the Crow would be cool, and I'm not arguing that fact. The Crow would be cool, but the Crow isn't a signature of mine. I mean, it is, because it is my design, and I really like the design. It's cool. When you get it in your hand, man, it's cool, but it's not what I stand for. Does that make sense? I stand for the small EDC fixed blades, like the Bloom. So, like this, you know? I think somebody mentioned to me, I know my blades are small. I know they're small, they're 3 fingers, you have a lanyard, but there's something about a small knife that when you get it in your hand, it feels big. I think somebody made that comment to me. And they said my knives are like that. It's a small knife, but the way you've designed it, the way that you've done it, it makes it feel big. And that's a total amazing comment for me, because that's what I want. This is a small little fixed blade. This is a Bloom, but when you get it in your hand, it fills the hand, makes it feel nice, and it makes it feel like a bigger blade and very usable. But at the end of the day, it's also a nice small little package that you can carry in your pocket, on your belt, and really forget it's there. That's my goal. I don't want it to be bulky. I don't want it to be poking you. I don't want it to be hard in your pocket, especially when you're in and out and up and down and moving around, or in and out of a vehicle all day. That's me. I don't want to know it's there. I forget it's there. And that's the goal, is to take something as a tight, small little package that you forget is there, but you pull it out when needed. And that's my signature. That's what I like. So like a Bloom, a Rockhopper, a Thorn are all designs that kind of fit that bill. And then everybody's coming to me saying, well, you should do a larger version of this or a larger version of that. And that's great, but that's kind of going against what I'm doing, what I want. But I know that I have a very specific taste, and some people like things a little bigger. For instance, the Spike. I'm working on the Spike, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I got the Spike, but then I haven't even finished the first Spike, and everybody's like, yeah, I want it bigger. And it's already, compared to like the Thorn, it's already a little bigger than the Thorn. And a little bit bigger than everything else. But they want it bigger. I want an XL version of this and an XL version of that. And as much as I appreciate that, my design aesthetic is small EDC, and you start to get to the point where even something like this, the Bloom XL, gets very close to being a little bit too big for EDC, in my opinion. Some of you guys want to EDC something as big as a pistol every day, or you know, there's somebody who EDCs a Crow. That's a little big, but that's just my opinion. So I'm getting way in the weeds of what I wanted to talk about, but the idea of that, the comment was, I don't know, what's your focus and why are you doing all these things? And my focus is, it's what drives me. It's what I believe in. I believe in the AriesEDC motto, the AriesEDC thought process, the AriesEDC designs, I believe in what they are. I believe in, I don't know, it's just that small EDC fixed blade and how it fits into most people's lives. Most people's lives. And it's not just the EDC or knife community, but it's everything else. For instance, why do I push the bloom or I'll take it back out. Why do I push something like the bloom for production? Because I can see that being just as user-friendly, just as easy to use as something along the lines of like a CRKT minimalist. I see it. It's the same. It fits the same category. It could be a neck knife. It could be a pocket dropper. It could be a belt. It could be a lot of different things. The same with the rock hopper. Same with the thorn. I see all those things in the same light as a CRKT minimalist. And the minimalist is everywhere. It's user-friendly. It's not intimidating. It's not anything that might scare somebody, but it's something that everybody can relate to and see it as a user-friendly knife. But something that maybe is a little bit better than that minimalist, because I know with the 3 fingers on the minimalist, but it has the lanyard, and that's kind of where my thought process is too. But taking a small knife but making it feel big in your hand, and that's kind of my thing. That's kind of what drives me. That's kind of what I believe in. So that's why I'm pushing that. Would I like to see the Crow or something like that in production? Of course. But I don't think that's what my signature is. I don't think that's really not what it drives me. And at the end of the day, if I see a Crow on the table or a bloom on the table, I'm more than likely going to pick up the bloom and be more interested in that than I am something big like the Crow, because in my regular everyday world, the Crow doesn't really fit the bill. It's too big. I don't know what I would do with that. On an everyday carry, I'm not going to carry that on my belt every single day, where the bloom or the rock hopper or the thorn are things that I would do it. Even something like the spike, I could do that too. But when you start to get into some of the bigger models, that kind of changes the thought process. But I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm just going to keep pushing forward. I'm trying to build a brand, and I'm trying to build this channel, and I'm trying to be better as a maker too. I'm trying to grow as a maker. I know recently someone announced that I'm going to be working with them on an LMAX project. That's cool. We're going to be doing that. Does that mean LMAX or MagnaCut's going to be readily available? No, because I don't get caught down the super steel rabbit hole. Maybe I can get production companies if I can get somebody to do it, and so far it's been pretty much a ghost town. I've submitted my designs. I've submitted the bloom, the rock hopper, and the thorn to 3 different companies. 4 different companies, and I haven't heard back. And I heard back from one company that said that they're going to pass, which kind of sad. But I think I understand why they're going to pass. It's a little upsetting, but you know, there's other companies, and I just got to keep pushing forward. There is supposedly one thing that one company's working out, but I don't really know how that's going to work, and I haven't heard from any of them in about 2 months now, so I'm kind of on hold with that. So we'll see. We'll see what the future has. I just know that I believe in what AriesEDC represents, what I am trying to do, and I believe in the making that I'm doing. It can only get better. I'm learning different things. I'm learning different techniques. I'm hoping to upgrade some of the equipment within the next year or two, and then that might open up more things for me to do. The books are going to be reopening soon, and I'm redoing that. I have all the models sitting right here in front of the table. I'm going to redo that video because I'm updating some pricing, and I'm including a couple designs for you guys to be able to pick from too. So there's a lot of updates. Oh, dry ice is done, sorry. Dry ice is done. But it's all an adventure. I'm loving the journey, and it's the journey, not the destination. And that's kind of where I'm at. This journey has been amazing. You guys have all been amazing. And I can't wait to see where I'm going. But I know it's going to be cool. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep pushing forward. Keep making the builds and keep doing some fun stuff. I know that next month I'm opening the books again. I already know those are going to fill really fast. And then the following month after that, for August, I think I'm going to get some water jet knives made, and I'm going to make like 5 knives. 5 either rock hoppers, blooms, or thorns, or spikes, or something like that. Make 5 of them. Different colored handles, different things with the handles, and then drop them all into Etsy. See what you guys think. I'm not gonna go crazy, but it'll be fun. And then I'll build on that. So that's kind of what I had to talk to you guys about. Updates besides the cool new shirts that are come in. Updates. The spike. The spike handle is all glued up, ready to go. I just have to now put this on a diet and shape it all up, which I'll probably do again during the live stream. You guys always catch me with handles. I have the bud here on the table with its handle ready to be glued up. So I'm going to be doing that as soon as I get off of this video. As soon as I'm done making this video, I'm going to be gluing up the handles, and we're going to be doing the curly maple with the Wireworks teal Wireworks inlay, or just that scale with a little black liner to separate it. So that'll be fun. We're doing that. The Tobiko scales need to be made. I hope you guys caught that video of the mammoth molar being broken. That was a setback, and I learned from it, and I move on. But I keep pressing forward, and this making thing has always been about solving the problems. A problem comes up, then I have to solve it. And what I'm going to do is, not dropping this, I'm going to make that into a scale. So I'm going to do the mammoth molar. That is micarta, some burlap micarta, and white G10 with a white and white liner. So it will look like that on the side. And I'm hoping, well, right after this, I'm going to glue up all of these pieces, because right now they're all separate little pieces. So I got to glue up this scale and get it all glued up before it's even ready to do that. So that process is going to take quite some time, but I'm not in a hurry. The Magna Cut Stigma, which is this model, is still at heat treat. Surprise, surprise. But it's in process. It was in heat treating, and now it's back to processing. So I don't know if it's gone to tempering, if it's done in tempering and it's getting ready to be shipped back to me already. I find it funny if it is, with with the recent events that have gone on with heat treating, and now all of a sudden I'm going to get that one back this quick. That's kind of funny, but we'll see. So things to keep an eye on, finishing these builds, because the Spike, the Bud, the Tobiko, and that Stigma, once I get that back, are all going to be on the Etsy store. And I'll let you guys know ahead of time when those are going to drop on the Etsy store. So if you're interested, you can get that. And then I'm going to be putting out a new video for when the books are going to open again. And when you see that video and you want to get on the books, the best thing to do is reach out to me on Instagram. That's where you're going to get to me the fastest. And just message me on Instagram. I already know I have about 8 to 10 people who have reached out wanting to get on the books in July. And I want to make it happen. If you don't, well, maybe I'll get back to you in September. But August will be a me month where I can make, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to get them water jetted and ordered during the month of July so that I have them here for when August comes. I can just boom, jump right into it. Maybe I'll do some skeletonized stuff. Maybe I'll do some mini gargoyles and some naked columns. Just some skeletonized stuff. I haven't done a skeletonized model in a while, and maybe it's time to do that. I don't know. So we'll see. I also have to get this one flushed out. I have to make this the wooden blank for the new column shape. So I have to do that. So there's all these little things that I want to do, and I just haven't had time. This weekend, maybe I'm gonna finish these guys up. And if I finish these guys up, or at least get them in a really good place, then I can move on to doing some of these little projects that I have, like getting that into a wooden blank and maybe starting the first one. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to get anybody too excited about something. Sometimes I say something and I stick my foot in my mouth and everybody gets excited over, oh, you said this, it's going to happen? Whoa, whoa. I'm only one person, and as much as you guys think I'm a wizard, I'm not a wizard. I'm definitely not a wizard. I barely make it through some of the stuff that I do, so I got to keep it simple. That whole KISS method, I live by that. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours.